Hey YouTube, it's me, King Nazru, here with the review of Rosario Vampire Chapter 25. We start the chapter where we last left off with the previous one, with Mocha being mind-controlled by the outcast monster member, Mako. Uh, she's uh, she's carrying a surgeon's knife and is getting ready to attack Skune, uh, all the while moving like a bit of like a zombie. And Mako, watching from the shadows, says that this is how she deals with her enemies by controlling people using her syringe finger and ejecting her bodily fluids. Don't ask. Uh, so injecting her body fluids into them and thus putting in mental suggestions in them. Uh, and Skune, still trying to figure out what's happening, ends up getting cut in the arm by the surgeon knife. And when uh, Mocha is getting ever and ever closer to killing Skune. And on a much creepier note, uh, apparently Mako finds people being hurt or even killed a sexual arousement. Arousing thing. That puts a whole new spin on the whole sadism thing. Fortunately, Kurumu is there to tackle Mocha and literally slap some sense into her. Unfortunately, Kurumu thinks that Mocha is doing this of her own free will or whatever, and says that she'll never forgive Mocha for this. Uh, the Mako leaves the scene, not wanting to get caught, but she's incredibly upset that her control wore off, uh, saying that she can only keep a person under control for so long. And personally, I don't believe that, because how long would it have taken her to get Mocha from wherever she was in the hospital to where Skune was, just so she could kill him? That should not have taken long. My guess, what really happened was that Kurumu knocked whatever control Mako had on her just by slapping her. But regardless of that, uh, Mako is suddenly spotted by by her outcast monster gang peer, Kiria. And I know I said that I was going to be doing these chapters like I'm reading these for the first time, but I want you guys to pay attention because Kiria is really, really important. Not just in this arc. He's going to be carrying out throughout the rest of the story. And when you get to the latest chapter, you will see how awesome Kiria is. Okay. We are first introduced to Kiria, who is alerted to the fact that Mako has failed to kill Skune, and says that he's here to offer some assistance. However, Mako retaliates violently by uh, trying to plunge one of her syringe fingers into him, but which he easily evades. And she says that his offer of assistance is complete bullcrap because she thinks that he's here to give her the no forgiveness penalty, which is kind of odd because I thought she said she was immune to that. But apparently she is, because she's allowed to have another chance at killing Skune. Uh, and while this is happening, one of the patients finds out Mako tried to attack Kiria, and in order to cover this up, Mako plunges her uh, syringe fingers into all the patients that saw her. And all the while doing this, she reveals her true monster form, which, while he doesn't look look at much difference than her regular, than her humanoid form. It just has less skin on her. So, so where were we? Oh yes. So Yukari tells Skune that Ruby has been interrogating Mocha, but Mocha can't seem to remember anything about trying to kill Skune. So Skune wants to go talk to Mocha. However, Kurumu says that she won't let Skune go near Mocha since she thinks that inner Mocha is somehow controlling outer Mocha, and she wants to kill him uh, so he won't become a ghoul again and kill everybody. And now, because of this, she feels that she can't trust Mocha ever again. However, Mizure freezes Kurumu for getting too close to Skune because she was hugging him at the time, and she also argues with Kurumu that whatever Skune does is his business, so he's entitled to go to Mocha if he should. I like that about Mizure. Even though she's competing for Skune's love, she's completely understanding, although a bit psychotic at times and a bit of a stalker, but still understanding. What a woman. Oh. So Skune says he needs to believe in Mocha since she's the one that drove him to get this far. Being at the school full of monsters when he's technically the only human. No, there's not any other humans as far as we know, but he's the only human there, and we all know the rule is that any human that's at the school will probably get killed on sight if they ever find out. So, while Skune is running through the halls, he feels that being turned into a ghoul is what's responsible for everybody feeling so antagonistic about the situation. But suddenly, Skune trips over some blood that he finds on the floor, which leads to a bunch of the patients' bodies. And coming out of the shadows is Mako, who reveals that she is part of the Outcast gang, and that she is the agent sent to kill him. And then, as these injured students uh, rising up like zombies, they start to attack Skune. And while this is happening, Mocha starts to have a headache, and Ruby asks what's going on. To which says Mocha is struggling to remember what she, I mean, what could have possibly have led her to try to kill Skune if she had done that at all. I also think it's also partly due to some remnants of Mako's control being there, and she might be forcing her to come kill Skune. Which kind of leads to back to my theory that it was Kurumu's slap that broke the control. So, Skune is being constantly attacked by the possessed students. Even some of them manage to bite him. And Mako starts gloating about her powers to control people, and Skune learns that it's in fact Mako who forced Mocha to try to kill him. And Mako retorts that she did in fact do that, and she once again acts creepy by saying that she likes the look of fear on his face, and it's starting to turn her on. See what I'm talking about? The whole people being attracted to Yukari, an 11-year-old girl, seems pretty tame in comparison to what goes on in the rest of this manga. But regardless of that, Mocha luckily manages to arrive to take a blow for Skune when Mako tries to plunge her syringe finger right through his neck and ends up in her neck. Mocha says that while she can't remember trying to hurt Skune, she does remember her desire to protect him because they're such good friends. And uh, during that instance, Mocha found a way to get Skune to remove her rosary. But um, surprisingly, Mocha is not turning into Inner Mocha as it usually happens. And Skune surmises that it has something to do with Mako's power, that she's somehow repressing the Inner Mocha personality. So Mocha starts to try and kill Skune by stabbing him through the chest with her hand, much like how he dreamed Inner Mocha was going to do to him. But Skune says this time he won't run, even if he dies, because he trusts her, and they're both friends. The shock of this actual trust is enough to break Mako's control over her, and Mocha turns into Inner Mocha. I'm not sure this falls under Namakama power, but let's just roll with it. So Inner Mocha thanks Skune, for helping her break the control, and Inner Mocha then stabs her stomach with her blood. Stabs her stomach with her hand to release any remaining body fluids that Mako injected into her. Mako, being furious that her plan is continuously starting to fail, decides that she's going to kill both Inner Mocha and Skune herself. But, as usual, Mocha manages to easily defeat her opponent with a single kick, and reminding her that since she's too weak to fight in close quarter combat, she needs to learn her place. And that ends chapter 25. Now, this was pretty good. We get to see just how dangerous the Outcast gang is, with one of them being able to repress the Inner Mocha personality, assuming it doesn't come about in the first place. And we get to understand the hierarchy a bit more. And we also get to see just how much the other girls care about Skune, with Kurumu willing to defend Skune no matter what, even if it means having to confront her friends, and Mizre, who's a bit compromising, as she's willing to let Skune do whatever he feels he needs to do. So next time we'll head to chapter 26 and see just how much more crazy things can get.